Hi, welcome to my video. Happy 1st of July. This is part of the free content that I've put out. You're catching me on my YouTube channel, True Divine 44. You can catch me on Facebook at True Divine, and it is the True Divine for both Instagram and Twitter. Any likes, shares, subscribes, follows, and in particular comments are much appreciated, and thank you to everybody doing that thus far. As I said, this is part of the free content that I put out, the daily energy readings. I work with energy anyway, pick up on tarot anyway, pick up on tarot, work with tarot anyway, and combine the two to bring you a narrative to help you navigate your day. Because it is general, only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So for the first of, it's not the 1st of July, it's the 1st of August. For the 1st of August 2020, we've got the similar cards coming up, but adding to the narrative with other cards coming to clarify them. So similar cards over the last few days. So it's definitely an energy that is running through many people's lives, which is normal, especially when we're all facing very similar things because of what's going on in the world right now. So there's this Queen of Cups for the first card. To clarify her, we've got the Four of Swords. So this speaks of, again, to trying to ask you to get in touch with that divine feminine, whether you are male or female, to pick up on that intuitive side, that gut feeling side. Now is a time to be able to hook into that intuitive side, and rather than going with the narrative, especially on the wider stage, mainstream media, organized religion, all of the narratives that hopefully, if you've had your eyes open, you'll see don't make sense. And they never really did. The illusion is crashing down. So to start relying more on your intuition, more on your gut feeling, more on your divine feminine side, you're feeling your way through, using your third eye, using your consciousness to feel your way through and navigate your way through to the right decisions. Not always the easiest decisions. Now, to do that with the Four of Swords, it takes taking time out to meditate, taking time out to hook into that consciousness of yours, despite your body, despite anything that is going around you. Your consciousness is there. Your consciousness is a part of you. Through all of the propaganda, through all of the organized religion, there has been a deliberate and systematic attempt to sever you from that side of yourself. So it feels false when you first start meditating, however you choose to meditate, when it must involve breathing exercises. That's going to get you there. You need that to be able to get there. So look up these different breathing exercises. It helps release that DMT that is natural in the brain, that substance. And at first, because of all of the conforming and manipulation that has gone on through the years, then there is going to be, you are going to feel like, where is this consciousness? Where is it? It does exist, it's there. It's just you trying to break through that mindset, to reconnect with the other side of you, the real you, the essence of you. So it's asking you desperately now, more than ever, to connect with the essence of you, regardless of anything around you, the things around you, the people around you, even the body that you are within right now. But to drop all of that and connect with this consciousness that you have, that is actually more of you than anything else. And so there is a commitment here to be committed enough to meditate for 5 minutes at first. Don't set yourself up for a fall. Meditate for 5 minutes, meditate for 10 minutes, then maybe 15, even up to half an hour. If you can do more, brilliant. The experiences and the inner standings, the downloads that you will get, that are there for you to have, your soul speaking to you on your soul's journey in this physical body, will blow you away if you can put the work in to do that. The second card is the Two of Swords. So to clarify that, we've got the Four of Wands. So the Two of Swords is this, there's decisions to be made. The Two of Swords is actually underneath on the bottom of the other deck. That's a better way of looking at it. She's blindfolded. She's the swords obviously representing thoughts, mindset, intellect. They're across her heart. Her heart is crossed. separated by these two decisions or these two trains of thought or these two beliefs that she has that contradict each other. There's a cross there over her heart chakra as to how she feels about each one. Because she's blindfolded, it's asking you to make that decision again with your intuition, with your feelings. The Queen of Cups coming in again. Now, one thing about the Queen of Cups is that she is actually just like the King of Cups, the outstanding energy that is in control of the emotions, and the emotions are not in control of her. She keeps a balanced state of mind. Now, with this, the Two of Swords is a much easier process. So if you can do the first stage, connecting into your consciousness, directly speaking to your own soul, and then coming into the Two of Swords, then you will, sorry, children. William, William, William. I'm sorry, I'm not going to start again, but he's playing in the other room. I do need to soundproof it more. Please bear with me. So the Two of Swords is speaking of you making this decision, but if you can put the work in first to enable you the energy within you of the Queen of Cups, then that decision is going to be made much easier through your third eye, through not seeing the distractions around you because you're blindfolded like this lady here. But just being able to feel your way through, regardless of distractions, regardless of anything else, just seeing the two different paths for what they are and knowing which way you need to go. Um, in the home, it speaks of there needing to be some kind of balance brought back into the home. That might resonate with some of you. That there's a desperate need for some kind of truce or some kind of coming together in an understanding, a line drawn in the sand, so to speak. And so with that, there's something that isn't being spoken of, and because we see it crossed in that other Two of Swords card, it's something to do with the heart. It's something to do with that is being conflicting within the heart that isn't being spoken of. It's an elephant in the room, and it's affecting the balance of the home. But the great thing is about this reading today, being the first, a new start of a new month, then we do look at the fact that if we can hook into this Queen of Cups by doing the meditation and knowing which direction we need to go in, but then still being able to be compassionate to our spouses, our children, any family members in the home in particular, friends that you live with, having the ability to be honest about your emotions, honest about where you're at, and being able to have the emotional intelligence to be able to listen to them without being triggered either. There's a balance here that needs to be made within the home. The only way forward is honesty, but with the capacity of the Queen of Cups to do it in a way that isn't arguing, that isn't triggering each other, that is being understanding and having control over the emotions rather the emotions have control over you. And that's not to say we shouldn't channel our emotions. We should learn how to do that, and we can do that with the meditation and the Queen of Cups energy. Our emotions are powerful. It's what makes us what we are. But when they are in control of us, either on the wider stage, you see what happens. People do things that are against all knowledge previously known just because the propaganda is set just right to hook into certain emotions. And then in our home life, it happens also. So the practice on the wider stage is happening in the home. So we need to have some emotional intelligence here and some control over our emotions, channeling them, using them, not ignoring them, no way, but using them in the capacity that they are meant to be used in. This Nine of Earth keeps coming up the last few days. This is the abundance, this is the luxury, this is the balance that can be created in your material reality. Everything people around, the things you feel, the things you touch, the things you smell, the things that sustain you. This Nine of Pentacles is there for you if you can take these steps, if you can be brave enough to be honest with your emotions and to channel them in a way that is fair. There's victory here that clarifies this Nine of Pentacles. So everything that is good is going to come from this if you can take these brave steps and if you can make the commitment to connect with your soul, connect with your consciousness. Things are released by this balance, this recalibration of self, i.e. connecting with the consciousness, making this balance and being honest regarding a matter of the heart. It might affect the home in a way that either you end up leaving the home that you've known but going forward into pastures new and everybody eventually being better for it, or it might mean that you leave something else behind and you can walk back into your home life in a way that is much more honest and much more whole and go forward from there. There's either way, there is victory and abundance in emotional intelligence, emotional honesty, and taking the time to reconnect with your consciousness. Again, this one keeps coming up also on the bottom of the other deck is the Hangman. So another major arcana. He is the only major arcana in this reading actually, and he came up yesterday and I think the day before. So there's an importance in this, in that this is an integral part of the energies that we are feeling right now. If this resonates with you, and it's asking you to look at things from a different perspective, whatever it is, especially within the home today, that you've been banging your head against a brick wall, and you don't feel like you're gaining any ground, any more balance than you had before, then you know it is time to hang upside down and see things from a different perspective and use your wisdom. The way forward with the Hangman isn't pushy, it isn't nasty, it's just being honest, and giving it this is like, it's like an atonement also, almost, that you're honest with your emotions, you're honest with the direction you want to go in, and all of a sudden this victory happens and the path, this material path, this reality that we're in right now opens up the path that you're meant to be on, regardless of which way that is. That looking at it differently, something that's being clung on to, an elephant in the room that is just being ignored, is halting things, it's halting the path, it's halting the growth of everybody involved. So that's the reading for the 1st of August 2020. I hope it wasn't too bad. I have ordered another mic. A few people, a few good friends told me the sound wasn't too good on the last two videos. I'm hoping this one is okay. I'm just bearing with this one until this other one that I've ordered comes. Don't know what it's going to look like because it's a little bit big, but I think it'll cancel out some noise, and I can't tell the boys to be too quiet all of the time to put these videos out, so especially when they're home all the time right now. So bear with me. I'm trying to make things more professional, but you know, it'll take some time. So if you would like a private reading with me, or any energy work, or any spiritual guidance, get in touch with the details below. And until next time, much love, be balanced, and be whole always. Mwah.